Hey, I was honestly hoping this was going to be a cloudier day, so it's a little bit glary. But so far, I think I found the coolest background here. Look at all these beautiful flowers, pretty plants and things. Yeah. Oh, there's flowers on that side. There you go. Anyway, I like this venue. Gotta keep you guessing. I could be on the run, for all you know. It's possible. Really, I'm just boring and eat out a lot, way more than I should. But that's an entirely different story. Um, so today there were quite a few challenges on the being a grown-up front. Um, I'm currently in a new position in a new industry, and I'm extremely excited about it, and have been kind of waiting for a role like this for my entire adult working life. Sad as that is, finally figured it out at 33. And so I work in education. And given that I've had that kind of late start in developing kind of like goals and maturity and all that good stuff, I have this ever-present consciousness that I have a lot of time to make up for. It kind of feels like I have a decade to make up for in some ways. And I'm spending as much of my time, digging into resources and doing research and seeing what it actually takes to do my job well. And for the most part, I have received pretty consistently positive feedback for the work that I'm doing. And that's really important for me. I really need that external validation from ultimately the people that are in charge of seeing to it that I am hired back next year. So to have that is really, really important. But there have been some major communication challenges that have come up in the past couple of weeks. And it's making me think about how I have gotten more comfortable with, I don't even want to call them confrontations, just having conversations, really. Because it seems like a lot of the folks that I work with have various pretty simple things to say to me, and they're not saying them to me. Instead, they're saying them to my boss. So I got to check in with my supervisor, who's below my boss, mind you, today, kind of about what I'm hearing about third hand. And it's a really challenging situation. And so have people gotten worse at having basic conversations with each other? Is this a new thing? I haven't really been an adult for the past 10 years, so I'm pretty much just checking in on people that have been, working with and around adults. And has it gotten that much harder? How do you have conversations around how do you have a conversation, Because at this point, it's pretty clear that a lot of my coworkers have this block. And I don't want to constantly be jumping down their throats being like, do you have something to say to me today? Because I had no idea. And my goal isn't people pleasing anymore. I'm really trying hard to not be in that space. because you cannot make everybody happy. And if anything's clear, the most clear thing is that my priority is the kids that are not, adults. It's the kids, you know. And if the adults that I'm working with have unresolved junk, I'm gonna have to do like my utmost to like not make it my problem, if that makes sense. This is pretty much stream of consciousness stuff, which is the way I've been doing all of these videos, but it's on my mind. And now that I have a little bit of, distance from my work day, I'm calming down a little bit about it. But has anyone ever been in a situation like that where, you had no idea that you were irritating someone, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, you hear from a third party, not even that person directly, of like what you've been doing that's been grating on their nerves? It's a lot easier to have these talks if you say something to someone early in that process. In my experience, it's gotten easier, over time. But these aren't even heavy conversations. These aren't even heavy issues. It's really basic, and that's the part that really confuses me the most. Is I've tried really hard to be an approachable person. I generally try to portray that kind of image, and for some reason, people aren't approaching me, and I have no idea why. So, is it me? What am I doing? Because I'm clearly responsible for everything and everyone's behavior. But what's your experience around that? And what did you do to make it better? That's pretty much what I put out to the interwebs. Specifically, trying to maintain a solution-oriented mindset about it. I don't want to stay in the problem. I want to, figure out a solution that makes sense for my temperament. I don't mind having a conversation, but I certainly don't want to be having one, every period. That's not, it's a little too much. It's a little too much communication. So what's the middle ground? And how do you adult? How do you communicate like an adult? Inquiring minds want to know. All right, shoot a comment, give it a like. That's what someone said I'm supposed to say that. Anyway, I just want people to start watching these and interacting. It's really all. I think it could be cool if I could get my shit together. Good evening.